Well, Heroes of Might and Magic 3 was fun. This one won't be as fun, I don't think, but it's worth showing off, so I want to show it off.
.3DO.
No intro like Heroes of Might and Magic 3, but whatever. We'll put that to 20 for now. 40, we'll see how that works. Alright, well. This is Heroes of Might and Magic 4, Winds of War. It was basically the successor to Heroes of Might and Magic 3, and it was like the last done by these guys like 3DO and New World Studios. Essentially, this was probably the game that sort of fell from grace for them, I think, because it was basically underfunded. They didn't really budget enough for making this game, and it sort of shows its lack of, like, stellarness, I guess, as a result. It was his own game, though, and that's the nice thing about it. It's actually got quite a few game mechanics I actually kind of like. It's just that, it wasn't really finished, this game, so there's that. Anyhow, let's jump into the tutorial. So lose condition, lose all towns and armies. Victory condition, defeat the Hydras in Eastern Swamp. Welcome to Heroes of Might and Magic 4 tutorial, where you can learn how to explore Heroes 4 map and interact with many of its magical structures. This is an introduction to the game, something to get you started on your life and adventure. All great champions had to start somewhere, right? And I can have advanced game, expert game, champion game, novice game. We'll go with intermediate though. Alright, so yeah, you can have guards that actually move around. Basically, there's a lot of differences between this game and Heroes of Magic 3. You'll see them basically. Greetings, brave adventurer, and welcome to Heroes of Might and Magic 4 tutorial. Consider this a training session. We're going to show you some of the ins and outs of adventuring through that mysterious and magical world out there. Feel free to use our brave mage Theodorus to travel where you wish. The more you explore, and the more structures normally you visit, however, the more you will learn. But don't worry about being ambushed by bandits or attacked by your army of orcs. Like any normal training exercise, they only carry wooden axes. There's enough danger out there already. And always remember, if you're not sure what something does, just right-click, and we'll give you a little help. Now carry on. But before you run off into the unknown, let me tell you something about your starting town, Castle Agora. Towns are the center of your economy, as well as the place where you'll purchase all your troops. Now, like no man is an island, no adventurer is one-man army. So I advise you to visit Castle Agora and get used to building some of these structures. If you have enough resources, build one of the creature generators, like the Mage's Tower. You will notice that the Halfling Burrow and the Dwarven Mines have been built for you. Once you finish building, hire all the troops. You can either do this by opening the fort structure, or by selecting the creatures you want to hire from those at the bottom left of the screen. Once you have your army assembled, you're ready to explore. But don't forget to open the town screen each day to see what you can build and whom you can hire. During a real game, managing your towns is vital to winning the map, so you might as well get used to it now. Next, click on the fort at the upper right of the town screen. This screen allows you to purchase whatever troops you have available in that town. For instance, you should have dwarves, halflings, and either the gold golems or magi, depending on which creature dwelling you decide to build at the city hall. And I'll get into that. That's basically telling you right there in a moment. You could purchase either separately by clicking on this creature, or you could purchase all of them by clicking the Buy All button at the lower right. You close the screen just like you close most screen, by clicking the checkmark at the lower right. When you close the town screen by clicking on the checkmark at the lower right, however, you should have a Theodorus visiting the town to collect the troops you just purchased and get the spells from the Institute of Magic. Finally, you should know what the goal in this tutorial is: to explore the map, collect the resources, visit the various structures, and ultimately defeat the evil Hydras who dwell in the swampy region of the east. As you explore, you will find more tips on how to play Heroes 4, so be thorough. Good luck! Alright, so first things first, this is a 3D game as opposed to, I guess, Heroes Magic 3 or 2 or 1. Basically, as you can see, everything's got a sort of 3D isometric type of texture. Anyhow, I think we might just turn down the sounds a little bit more. What does this all do? There, it's a little bit better, but I think we'll turn it a little bit down to sound effects a little bit more, because they're a little bit annoying, aren't they? Well, maybe not that low. That's a little bit too low, isn't it? You can't hear them anymore. Alright, there we go. So, here's Theodorus, level 2 mage. He's part of the Order, apparently. He comes equipped with a few guys, that's cool. We're going to move him into a town here. As you move the cursor around the map, you will notice that the horse icon rears up. When you run it over an object like a nearby golem factory or a town, Castle Agora, this means that you can visit the structure. To move, you simply click on the spot you want to travel to and the X will appear. Click on that spot again and you'll move to that location. So blah blah, just, you know, basically how you move is the same. To enter an object, hover your cursor over it until a rearing horse comes up, and then double click it. If a pair of crossed swords appear, that means you can't move to that spot until you defeat whatever creature stands in your path. And finally, if you click on a spot and notice your pathing turns from yellow to green to orange, that means you don't have any movement left for a day, and you won't be able to move again until you end your turn. Alright, so here's Castle Agora. This is basically what the town basically looks like. We got the town hall up here. We're going to buy the Mage Tower, I think, right away. Building a Mage Tower prevents the construction of Golem Factory, so that's just something to note here. If I build the Mage Tower, I can't build a Golem Factory. If I build a Golem Factory, I can't build a Mage Tower. So something I know about Heroes of Might and Magic 4. Unlike Hero Magic, the previous ones, Heroes of Magic 4 has decisions between what units you can basically pick. So in basically Heroes of Magic 3, you can if I was playing the Order faction, I could get like Nagas, I could get the Titans, I could get the Golems and everything else that that faction had. In this case, however, for in Heroes of Magic 4, I can't get both Magi and Golems. I have to pick one or the other type of troop for my army. And there'll be a few scenarios where I can't pick Titans over their tier 4 type of counterpart, which you'll see eventually when we get to it. I think for our purposes, the Mage Tower is probably better, so we'll buy that. That lets me get mages. And then I can go in here, I can buy a bunch of troops. So you got the dwarves, the halflings, the magi. We'll just get them all. Alright, so there we go, we got a bunch of those troops. I'm actually going to move these guys down here if I can. So there we go, we basically just put them all in this army down here. What the heck are you? Oh, I got a lord. Yeah, something I know about this game, by the way, is that your heroes, you can have multiple heroes in a company. So that's something that can actually happen in this game. And let's see here, the prison cells are empty. There's actually prisons in this game. That's dwarves down there, okay, don't really care about that. That's the halflings. There's a tavern, so if I want to, I could buy heroes as I always do. Alright, here's the mage skill. That's right, we basically get our magic spells. So, who do you want to appoint as governor to Castle Agora? So if I want to basically appoint her. Well, why not? We'll put her there. Everyone agrees it would be best if Riza took over the daily operations of Castle Agora. So basically I'm going to have a governor here. Alright, how do I move you? Okay, I can just right click and drag. So she's actually going to stay around in the castle because she's the governor. And governors basically do stuff. I'm not exactly sure exactly what they do yet, but there's something that that's part of Heroes of Might and Magic 4. You have governors. There's a lot I liked about this game basically because they have a lot of new concepts that it basically just isn't Heroes of Might and Magic 3 improved basically sort of how Heroes of Might and Magic 2 was the 3. Heroes of Magic 4 is very much its own game, and it's got a lot to love about it for that. Alright, so Order Shrine. Slowly you touch the shrine with both hands, An energy passes through your skin, enveloping you and sensing you familiar with aura magic. It passes on the knowledge of the mystic's place, the of spell. So I got a spell. What's this over here? Golem Factory? It has a Golem Factory. Notice that your blue flag flies over it. That means that your object has been flagged or it's your property. Hold the cursor over the Golem Factory until activate icon, representing your ring horse appears and double click to enter it. You should have enough gold to buy all the gold golems in the creature dwelling, so hire them next to the structure. So basically I can hire golems. So yeah. Golems. Oops. Oh yeah, we got the golems, that's fine. Alright, well, I can't very... Alright, well, we can only get that far, okay. We'll end our turn, I guess, for now. It has a sawmill. Like all mine structures, it will provide you with a daily allowance of resources, namely wood. As long as it is flagged with your color, once other mines and resources they provide are gold mine, blah, 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 all the different stuff here. Anytime you come across one of these mine structures, you should try to take control of it. That is, unless the army will be destroyed by whoever is guarding it. Now visit the sawmill and claim it as your own. So there we go, we got the sawmill. Loose treasure and resources can be found scattered across the map. Treasure chest before you provide you gold, or can turn gold to experience, your choice. To the south is a loose piece of gold, and to the east are several pieces of wood. You pick these up, and as you come across them, every little bit counts. So, this type of thing again. Let's get some experience. I can level up my guy. So we got basic butchery here. Increases the effectiveness of aura magic spells by 20%. Is one of the requirements for the expert aura magic. So we got enhancement. Gives the hero 20 spell points, and increases spell point recovery by 4 per day. And then we got basic charm. A hero with basic charm can convert 50% of greatly outnumbered hostile creatures to his side. The hero can convert no more than 60 experience points to the creatures, plus 10% per level of the hero. Cost of strength is 9% normal, so, you got charm abilities. Let's get that. We'll get that loose gold. Alright, we can go to a town now, so... We'll go here. She's just hanging out, doing governor things now. I think we'll get the treasury. We'll get that. Now notice, by the way, that my guys aren't they're basically increasing per day, not per week, so that's another thing that's different. Oh, look at that, we got someone down here. A neutral army. There's a few pikemen, a few squires, a few crossbowmen. We go after them if I want to. Let's go here though. It has a learning stone. Structures like this give you hero a one-time boost to experience. The more experience you get, the more levels you gain, and the more powerful you become. So always visit these structures. So there we go. Experience. Basic combat basically increases my melee and ranged defense for my hero. Now note, by the way, this says for the hero, not for his hero's creatures. That's going to be important when I actually get into combat. Because, there's a lot of stuff that's different in this game. Namely, something's very different with your hero. University does what? Teaches the basics, a level of 4 skills for 2,000 gold. Skills are chosen from the secondary skills for nobility, scouting, life magic, aura magic, and death magic. Okay. And we've got Golden Pavilion, Durance Nagas, and Alchemist Shop. But, this gives me some trinkets. So that's good for spells. That's good for spells. Let's get the Necrotic Library. Let's see if it cancels out the other one. So, teaches death magic spells. Okay. Doesn't seem like it stops me from buying the other one, so let's just get that for now. Now, something I'm actually going to do, by the way, I'm just going to increase the army speed a little bit. See if this makes him go a little bit faster, so we're not, waiting for him to move around. The animations are nice and all, but whatever. Hey, Chainmail! Some unlucky adventurer must have met his fate at this spot because you find his backpack among some bones and torn clothing. The only thing worth taking is a suit of chainmail. So, if I click on him, chainmail. I guess that's part of the sawmill. Okay. Alright, so, now let's show you a new feature of Heroes 4. Begin by double-clicking on the portrait of your hero, Theodorus, on the right side of the screen. This will open the army screen. Take this opportunity to study the army screen. Your skill list is in the left, and any artifacts you might have, like a makeshift staff, can be found on the paper doll in the center. You can read your hero's biography by right-clicking on Fierce's portrait, or you can study a spell book by clicking the spell book button to the lower right of the paper doll. At the bottom of the screen are 2 rows of troop slots. Your army is in the top row. The slots in the second row are free. Now, click to grab the portrait of the gold arms from the top row of the portrait and drag it to the bottom row. You have created 2 armies. In Heroes 4, you do not need a hero in order to have an army. When you close the screen, you will find that you have 2 armies, one consisting of your heroes and the remnants of your troops, and the other a group of gold golems. Move the golems around the map. They can attack and pick up resources just like any army. However, certain adventure objects like a learning stone or a school of war only work as a hero in your army, so make sure you explore the rest of the map of your main army. Yeah, that's something I basically can do, so... Basically, if I want to, I can like make like another army. So we'll do that. And there we go. And now we got our gold golems right here. Gold golems have 75% chance to resist any hostile spell and take only 25% damage from spell attacks. So they're anti-magic. And then like you got this guy here, all this stuff. There's a spell book. An enemy turns to flee at your approach. Do you let them run, fight, or use quick combat? Let's fight. So apparently these guys are going to fight my gold golems. So this is essentially the human faction, these guys right here. Crossbowmen, squires, pikemen. These guys, of course, are still the same as before. These guys are pretty much the same as before. These guys are new. Now, is there like a tile system? Comic grid, please. Now, something I know about this game, I guess, is that the tile grid is kind of different than it was in, like, you know, Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Essentially, in this game, you have like a sort of like a 4-dimensional grid. Well, they died. I noticed that the pikemen, they got a free strike there. That's just because they got a ranged weapon that, you know, it's like long. Now, it's going to take a while to walk all the way up to this guy, but whatever. We'll do it. Yeah, this is like a 4-dimensional grid, as opposed to like, you know, the hex grid that was like, you know, in the, you know, Heroes of Might and Magic 2 or 3. Let's walk around them. So, they're done. You have vanquished your foe! And yeah, you'll notice that the army actually attacked me. I didn't actually move to it. So, the armies can actually move in this one, which is interesting. We're just going to put these guys back in here. Alright, so that's done. Let's buy... Clerical Library, apparently, for that. We'll get that first. Alright, cool. Order Shrine, Powered Rain. Oops! This isn't just a group of pikemen, but squires and crossbowmen too. Alright, so note that warrior armies can have as many as 7 different types of troops or heroes, but the image that will appear on the adventure screen will indicate the strongest hero or creature type only. If you right-click on an army, it will reveal the type of troops that are in that army and give you a hint of how many are present. You still have an overwhelming advantage over this army, so attack. Combat is an important part of Heroes 4. You move around the combat screen in similar fashion as the adventure screen. If you see a T number next to your cursor, that is how many turns it will take to move to a spot. If the cursor changes to that of a melee attack cursor, a sword, or a ranged attack cursor, an arrow, that indicates that the kind of attack you are capable of against that creature. Also, pay attention to the buttons on the right side. They are self-explanatory, but you should take note of the spell book at the top. This is how you cast spells to combat. Experiments with casting spells with fearless heroes as you fight the battle, and when you win, you will return to the adventure screen. Blah blah. Always visit structures like windmill, blah blah, follow the river and you'll find a similar structures called the water wheel. This building provides a quantity of resources each week as long as it's flagged with your color. So it's an important structure to perch for your enemies. So unlike previous games, I don't have to visit this every single time. I just have to flag it, which is nice. Oops, I did not get it. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, so I don't have enough resources to build this apparently. Okay, I need some more. Well, that's unfortunate. I was going to show off what the difference between these two are, but I guess I'll have to wait a little bit for the order to pop up. We'll just get that for now. There's a windmill. It's now flagged. Sacred Fountain will raise the spell points of a hero in your army. There are so many objects in the hero store that raise their hero status in some way, so you should always visit them. Spell points. Alright, good. Resources up here. Alright, let's get that again. I'm not getting ore at the moment, so. There's a crystal mine. There's some sulfur. There's the ore mine down there. Let's go in that direction then. Or you know what? Maybe I should get another hero. I can always do that, right? Draw off other heroes. Nope, that's not it. Alright, here's a tavern. So notice by the way I got a huge amount of guys I can basically get. But a couple of these guys are basically blanked out. So I've got basically these guys from the human faction. I've got these guys from the order faction, which is what I am. And then down here we've got the necromancer type of faction over here. I think for now let's just stick with these guys. What do you got right there? Basically it gives the hero the ability to produce an extra 100 gold per day from the kingdom, plus 10% per level of the hero if it is required to learn expert nobility. Cool. That's nice. And then this is basically attacking here. We'll get this one. Alright, so that's done. You get to go right here. Let's buy whatever creatures I can for now. She'll be a little bit weaker than my other heroes, but whatever. If you go here, you can get a couple gold golems, that's fine. We'll send her to the over here to get this, experience. You can get basic charm, why not? Nice and, magic-y. Alright, so these skeletons protect a powerful artifact known as a Cape Protection. Artifacts can be used by your heroes to boost their power and abilities, and they're sometimes needed to solve specific quests. It's usually a good idea to collect them or fight any guardians like these skeletons. We're gonna fight them. Alright, so here's the skeletons. So, you'll notice, by the way, that down here we got Theodorus. So yeah, he's actually in the battle. So this is something new about Heroes Magic 4. Your heroes actually fight in the battle, and you have to watch out for the help because he can take a lot of damage and get killed, and then you got a hero's army. But whatever. We got our halflings here that can fire stuff. And these guys wait at all. Is there a waiting feature in here? Lean move ranged. There is a waiting feature, good. Let them come to me. So he's gonna go after my hero, these guys, I guess. Alright, the dwarves. They're a little bit slow because they're, dwarves, I guess. They can go right there. Golems can go right here. Alright, you get to cast spells. Now note by the way, this guy here, he can actually cast spells on your guys too, so... Or maybe not, maybe you can only cast one enemies, that's fine. Ah, he should have spells to cast on people, but whatever. Well, we'll cast on these guys then. I'll figure out how it goes later. This is a Titan, by the way. Down that goes. Let's have you cast me with a spell. The Furious can cast spells as well. Let's have him cast this one. And all the slingers attack at half damage, I guess, because they have to take their turn. Oh, it gets another turn. Good. That's done. You have vanquished your foe! There's a kid protection. You can go that way. Excellent, I got ore, which means I can finally show off something. Alright, this is the ore pit, blah blah. The mine. Alright, so in here. Notice that I can basically, what do I need for this now? Of course, I don't have the gems now. Ah, well, that's figures. Alright, so basically stuff I know here is I have, like, you know, tier 3 units called Genies and Nagas. And, I have to choose between one of these, like, you know, these, creatures, basically, for my army. Between one or the other. The Genies are basically a supportive, like, type of creature I can have in my army. And the Nagas are, of course, like, you know, very much like the ones you saw in here. Here's my Magic 2. That basically goes, go chop chop. But whatever, we'll have to hold off on getting them, I guess. At least I have to hold them off. I want to get them, like show them off. If you follow the road to the southwest, you can see an orc waiting for you. You cannot continue on the path until you fight him. If you hold your cursor over the orc, you will notice that it changes from an attack cursor across swords. This means that you cannot pass the point without defeating a creature. Go ahead, you can't lose this battle. Well, that's good now. I can't lose. Orcs and bandits apparently in this battle right here. There's the water wheel, by the way. Hey, gems! Awesome. Alright, so, let's do this. Oops! This isn't just a band of orcs, but bandits too! Note that wandering armies can have as many 7 different types of troops on the heroes, blah blah, but the image that will appear on the adventure screen will indicate the strongest hero or creature type only. If you right-click on an army, you will reveal the type of troops in that army and give you some hint as to how many are present. You still have an overall advantage over his army, so attack. Combat is an important part of Heroes 4. You can move around the content screen, blah blah. We've already seen this. Basically, like, you know, like depending on how you go in the map, they like made it so it's like, you know, very good tutorial. Alright, we got 4 bandits and we got 4 orcs. Notice how fast these guys are moving? Bandits are pretty fast moving. And I believe these guys, they don't have retaliation or anything on them. Possibly. And that's a stealth, alright, so whatever. Let's have you cast a spell, maybe? You have spells? Yeah, she has spells. Cast Magic Fist on one of these guys. There goes that bandit. Alright, you get to attack him. Whoopsie. I think I just meleeed him instead of attacked him. That's unfortunate. Oh well, let's go like this. There's the orc doing his orky thing. And you're going to be unable to get there in time, so let's go up here. You are like more casty type of creature, so... Notice, by the way, I didn't get retaliation there because, like, you know, I had like that first battle right there. Now, why are you meleeing instead of doing the other stuff? I don't know why he's doing that, but okay, whatever. We're just gonna have to have his melee, I guess. That's done. Let's cast a spell. That's fun to do. Well, we won. I wonder if I have to buy ammo for my halflings or something like that. There's a school of magic, by the way. I can get, like, life magic here. It's required to learn basic healing, and one of the requirements for advanced resurrection. And there's basic order magic. Is allowed for basic enchantment, and one of the requirements for advanced charm. Oh, nice! You learn spiritual armor. When cast on friendly target, spiritual armor increases its melee and range defense by 25%. You count out the tuition fee for a basic life magic class, and someone points to the way. You best hurry. Class is in session. So that's done. So you learned something. The medicine wagon ahead will disappear after you visit, just like loose resources in a treasure chest. This one-time object like the campfire and backpack will give you a minor artifact or resource, blah blah blah. Whatever, just go. There's some wood. Whoops, I missed that. Ooh, we got Venom spawn over here. That'll be fun to fight. There's the medicine wagon. So vial choking gas, vial blind liquid, holy water. So enemy target does 15% less damage in their melee and range defense are reduced by 50%. Does not work on mechanical undead or elemental creatures. When thrown at a creature, it acts as slow spell and also restricts the creature's ability to fly. And holy water, when a hero drinks it, it casts Death Ward and Bless on the recipient. When thrown at an enemy, it acts as a holy word spell. So, holy water stuff. Cool. Let's get basic scouting, which basically... Now, something here to note about, like, Heroes of Might and Magic 4. They actually redid some of these skills to be a little bit better in some ways. So, for example, School of War. Basic scouting gives the hero a +1 scouting radius and the ability to learn the traits of any adventure object. The hero can also see enemies with basic stealth, so like I see the bandits, for example, on the adventure map. It is also required to learn advanced pathfinding, advanced seamanship, and basic stealth, so, it's pretty important, scouting. And there's basic combat over here, basically makes my guys a little stronger. You can just get that for now. There's a gold mine, that'll be useful. You know what, let's actually send you back to town. What resources am I missing here? It's gold. I'm actually missing gold of all things. Oh. Oh well. Alright, let's fight these Venom spawn. I believe these guys are ranged characters, so we're just gonna knock them down, I guess. Yeah, look at that. They have a range statistic, so NA don't have ranged guys. This guy's ranged. So boom. And you notice something there. He attacked back. So that's something new about this game, to actually have it so ranged characters can actually attack back if they're ranged, which is interesting. Do that. Cool. Cool. There's a sulfur mine down there, that's nice. Attack here. We'll attack these humans. 2 crossbowmen, 3 pikemen, 2 squires. You know what? Let's send these guys up to melee. Whee! Because your hero can melee if you want them to. You can do this stuff. Notice, by the way, they do less damage depending on, like, stuff. You can wait. They really nerfed ranged characters in this game quite a bit. I guess they're really, really far away, so I can hit those guys. Just go up here then. Oh, well, there's my hero taking damage. As you can see, he's got a health bar, so I have to watch out for that. Oh, doors are slow. So are gold golems. Basically, the aura army is really, really slow. They're more of like a come-to-me type of army. Good if you want to do like the sit and just fire off at stuff constantly. All right, whatever. Let's go after him. Oh, nice morale. I don't know why I can't do anything to these guys, because like it's not letting me cast spells on them or anything. I guess I take it closer, but whatever. Hit him. We're gonna lead a pikeman here, because I feel like it. There's my hero moving a little bit. There goes the last pikeman. She's taking a beating, but she's doing quite well. That's the nice thing about heroes. They're actually really, really tough. It's just that there's only one of them, so they can get overwhelmed with like, just big numbers. Why are they meleeing? I have no idea. Alright, you get to go... Hit that crossbowman. Get him out of the way. And yeah, we're kicking him. We're kicking him to death. That's how you do it. Knock out that squire. And that crossbowman. That's done. Here's a blacksmith that allows me to get minor artifacts like potions, longswords, and shields. See, I can like buy like stuff for my character if I want to. Let's buy all this stuff. Potion Mara dies in the combat, it will instantly return to life. This potion can be used before battle and it only wears off when the hero dies. It resurrects the hero only once. So basically, you know, I can't die. Hero drinks this potion, gains 50% magic resistance for the duration of one combat. The hero who drinks this potion gains an extra attack for 2 full rounds. Gives the hero who drinks this positive morale boost. An army who drinks this potion gains free movement. Only one potion may be used per day by party. So blah blah. Let's buy all that stuff, and then you'll notice that she's now got weapons. So she's got crossbow. She's got that thing right there. I can put the shield on, I guess, but it takes off her staff. I gotta watch out for her, I guess. So apparently this is like a two-handed weapon. Oh well, that's good to know. Yeah, it's like the, you know, the other inventory over here. And yes, I used up my money I was going to use to build up stuff, but whatever, that's fine. I'll just have to hold off on building this stuff for a little bit. 1,000 experience. We'll get basic combat. Go to sulfur mine. That. And this. And that. And that. Alchemist lab. Cool. Alright, you got everything over here. That's great. Because I don't think there's anything over here. I have to go check that. Awesome. Awesome. Hey, look at that. You can recruit monks. Basically, oh. You can recruit monks from a monastery, however, there are some monks guarding it. So monks are pretty powerful, but we'll try and take them on. It is a, you know, a newbie situation, so we're fine. Notice by she's got like crossbow now, so she can actually do ranged attacks. So, well, whatever. There's her ranged attack basically done. He's gonna advance apparently. Cast on them. Yeah, they can take a beating, these monks, because they're pretty strong. Ow. Lost one of my magi there. In a war between religion and mages. Religion was doing quite a bit of damage. Ouch. Gotta watch out for this guy here. Let's go after him again. Nice, we took out one of those monks finally. Well, there's my hero down. So basically she died. You'll have to see what happens when I basically lose a hero. But whatever, that's fine. Yeah, they're getting closer. Closer! Well, there goes that guy. Now, halflings are weak because you know, that's something to watch out for, but whatever. And you get to go up this way. You get to attack him, I think. He actually ran away because, like, you know, he doesn't like being in combat with a stupid thing like that. Hit him. Down he goes. And we'll go after him. So, a little bit of damage there, but whatever. We took out the monastery. There's only 5 of them, too. So, this shows how powerful they are. Unfortunately, you have no heroes in your army, so you cannot claim the monastery for your kingdom. So, that's unfortunate, because I lost my hero, for whatever. Let's just go over here, I guess. Notice, by the way, she's now a gravestone. So basically, I have to basically get her, you know, resurrected. So, that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to resurrect her now. Now, something I know is I can build this stuff finally. So, I got the Golden Pavilion with Journous Nagas and the Altar of Wishes. I guess there's really no point in holding off on this stuff. So, let's just get the genies for now. So, if I try to, I can't build the Golden Pavilion because basically, I got this instead. The Altar of Wishes has already been built. Now, it is possible to destroy your buildings, I think, in this game. So you can actually get other stuff. I think you can do that. Not really sure, though, specifically. But yes, now I can recruit the genies down here, which is great. And let's just... Cool, so I can recruit all that stuff I want to. I got no gold. Ah, oh well. There's that. What's happening over here? Anything? No, there's nothing I can visit over there, so we're done. Alright, let's have you head up over in this direction, because that's where I'm going to go. Notice, by the way, that my gold golems now are like the top guys over here. Unique structure is called Sanctuary. As long as an area stays inside, the area cannot be attacked by enemy. Also, the monks who dwell here can resurrect their heroes. So cool, I can rest my hero. I didn't know I could do that. Alright, so some monks have built a sanctuary on a sacred ground. They will shelter you from your enemies for a fee of 200 per day. They also have the power to resurrect your hero. So basically just like, you know, resurrect my hero. That's awesome. Now I can recruit monks in here, by the way, so that's nice. Let's get a few monks, because I feel like it. You can go that way. You know, think about it. Let's see if I can get these guys to walk around out here a little bit, I guess. Oops. I actually meant to do this. There's my army of genies. I can actually, like, have these guys go out now, so... Whee! So nice being able to do that with, like, with your armies. So we're just going to merge these guys. And... boom. Oh, these guys don't have enough movement. Alright, that's good to know. Well, that's fine. They're going to sit there for a little bit, and then we'll wait till next turn. There we go. Merged army. Now, unfortunately, you can only have 7 types of units in an army, so I don't think we can, like, merge these guys. Particularly. Like, you know, I can, like, do this, so I can't, like, perfectly merge them. There's, like, no room for all of them. So, let's have the dwarves maybe stay back, and we'll have... the genies pop in. There'll be an army of, like, dwarves and her. And then the other guy. Alright, what's happening over here? Nothing, it's just dead wood, I guess. Final strength will give you a temporary boost through combat damage of any hero until after next battle. That's nice. Let's explore over here a little bit. Now, these are like the tier 4 stuff. You got like the Dragon Factory, which lets you build Dragon Golems, and we've got the Cloud Castle. Requires the University apparently built, so let's just get that, you know, initially. Hey, you can recruit halflings here. Nice. Recruit them. Potion of Cold. The when you attack someone, the hero will drink this potion and gain a freeze ability for the duration of the combat. That's nice. You can go... Oh, there's a few trolls right there. Well, that's just, comical. Trolls on a bridge. Let's have these guys merge up, so, boom. And you can just go attack them. A couple trolls fighting all my guys. So notice that this guy doesn't have a crossbow, so he doesn't have the ability to sort of like, range him down. He has to cast spells. Nice bolt. This guy, however, I can basically use him to cast spells and other stuff, I think. So here's like his spells he can basically do. He can like cast like spells on the other guys over here, or I guess he can do a spell attack on like this guy down here if he wants to. Let's cast Slow on the Troll just for showcase. Basically, he just slowed him, the genie. So that's a nice thing about him. You finish him off. There we go. We're done. Go like that. Oof, 14,000. Well, that'll be a while. An old woman dwelling in the West Log Inn knows how the brew of foul concoction will make your mount lighter and capable of passing quickly over muddy swamps. She guards her secrets well and won't sell them at any price. She warns, however, that her potions will wear off in 7 days. So, this thing again. At the West Log Inn and other objects like the winter logs, you can increase your army's movement over certain terrain types, in this case swamp. This is important because some terrain can slow your movement considerably. So that's good to know. Let's go over there a little bit. Nice. That looks like zombies right there. There's lots of like water resources too that you can get, but I don't have a ship to sail or anything, so we're not going to worry about that. Ooh, a Cyclops. Alright, let's see how this goes. Blur does what? Obscures a target's true position, increasing range defense. That's actually really good for a Cyclops, because I think they're ranged, if I recall. Yep, he's a ranged guy, so let's do that. We'll do Blur on you. Oh, they got area effect, that's interesting. And we'll cast Blur on yourself. Yeah, that's the thing about my characters, they're slow. Let's see here. That's nice. Let's do Magic Fist on him. Getting a morale debuff. Knows that this guy's got quite a bit of health, so he'll take a few hits to go down, but whatever. I don't think he has a range penalty, by the way. Kind of like, your other heroes do. And you know what? Let's just cast a spell on me to try and finish him off. Don't want to lose my hero again. That's done. Whoopsie. That sucked. Oh well. Ore cart. That thing. Gems. Training grounds. There's training stuff. There's that stuff. That stuff. Warrior University, so you can actually learn stuff here. I can learn like basic stealth, basic states. Let's learn basic nobility first. So the course of basic mining is simply too advanced for any for the gold. However, she can learn basic nobility instead. Basic offense is simply too advanced for Ain. However, she can learn basic tactics instead. And there's like basic stealth. Stealth basically is a really interesting thing. So it makes your hero visible to first level creatures, and heroes with no scouting skill basically can't see you either. So enemies can see the hero if they are adjacent. The hero can only hide himself, no other creatures or other heroes basically. So you have like stealthy heroes in this game. It's really, really interesting. Let's get that. So I has become a level 2 Wizard King. Order magic and nobility skills are most likely to become available to the Wizard King class. The Wizard King's melee attack gives the target maximum bad luck as a result of her cost ability, apparently. No idea what it all does, but whatever. Let's get going that way, I guess. You know, I don't think I'll have enough money to basically get the Dragon Golem or the Titans. You already see what the Titans are, so I guess I won't show off the Dragon Golems, but let's just try and buy some stuff here. We'll get these guys going out. Whee! Whee! Well, we get to go here, I guess. We'll merge them up to make another army. Alright, so there's apparently a bandit camp right there. Alright, so it has a portal. This particular variety is a two-way portal. It will take you immediately to the portal of the same color to the southwest. Sometimes you will come across a one-way portal. It looks like a dragon's head, so use caution when passing through them. You will not be able to return the way you just came. Alright, you get to merge with her. There we go. Nice little arm with her. There's some demon fire. A bad morning almost turns into a horrible day when you kick a rock out of the way and nearly blow yourself into a million pieces. You kneel to expect the ball you almost hit with a rock. Discovering that it's a ball of demon fire. Careful, you tuck in your backpack. This hideout is what we call a creature bank. There are many types of creature banks in the game, and all of them will give you a treasure if you can defeat the creature who guard it. In this case, some bandits are held up within the secret hideout, protecting the loot that they have stolen from unwary travelers. Do your civil duty and rid the land of scum. Alright, so, there's scores apparently of them, so there's going to be quite a few of them. You watch the hideout from a cover of nearby rocks, counting the scores of bandits that can camp there. They have been robbing travelers in this region for months now. If you put them out of business, no one will deduct you taking the treasure as a reward. Do you want to attack the hideout now? Sure. Alright, so that's quite a few bandits. Scores of them. Let's have my guy cast what? Interesting. Let's just do the basic stuff, I guess. Boom. Lots of bandits just die. I have no idea what they're doing, but I guess I can't walk through here, so I have to walk down here. Alright, what spells can you cast? So this guy's got quite a few skills. He's got like Kairos. Kairos makes the target unable to attack an enemy with more total hit points for 3 turns. Murph. Ooh, nice. Silent Feast causes an enemy target within the line of sight of the caster become unable to attack or cast spells on the caster's armor during the next turn. It's basically a really powerful support spell. It's slow. Let's just do Ice Bolt though. Boom. And you can try and finish him off. You fire him. Good old Titans, they always do a lot of damage. Knock them all dead. Notice that guy didn't do full damage because he's basically got, like, you know, a ranged type of attack. Fire that. Done. Alright, so that's done. We got some money. And the hider's probably over here. Go, go, go! Now, nope, always she's going a lot slower because she basically doesn't have, like, you know, that buff there. Ahead are those nasty hydras who've been eating the unfortunate people of this swamp. This is the victory condition of this map. Oof. So when you defeat them, you will win the game. If you have any concerns about whether you will be able to defeat them, you might want to reinforce your army with some troops from town. Also, if there are any areas of the map that you haven't explored yet, you might want to delay your attack until you have them. Until you have. So there's the red army of the hydras. I bet we can probably take them on now, so let's just go after them. Alright, so hydras. They've got multiple attacks. They got no retaliation, so pretty damn powerful. We're gonna cast spells on them. Now, these guys are level 4 creatures and they do quite a bit of damage, so you have to watch out for that. Cast slow on them. So it's gonna take a while to get to me. And just fire him. And you can fire, or actually you can wait. You can fire at, now you can wait. It's got a few more hit points left. 19 apparently. Now, alright, so this guy does have other spells he can cast. So he's got like Curse from his skeletons. I guess I need a corpse basically to do that, so we'll hold off on that, I guess. Let's cast a rare spell on him, I guess. Finish him off. This guy's got 12 attack. This guy's got 32. I think this guy will do more damage if, like, you know, I set him for this guy. I'll have him hit him. That'll work. You know what, just finish him off. Oops. That didn't work. Fire. Well, there's our victory. You have vanquished your foe! So I level up. Battle Mage, so Order, Magic, and Combat skills are most likely to become available to Battle Mage classes, so the Battle Mage class ability increases the effect of Magic Fist and Ice Bolt spells by 20%. Also, the Battle Mage automatically learns Magic Fist spell. Eliminated. You won. There's the victory screen. Alright, so, I'm Rank Wolf. My name is Squire, apparently. My name is Davian. So, Davian! Score 6, apparently. Okay. So, that's basically the tutorial for Heroes of Might and Magic 4. I'll play into, like, some of the campaigns and stuff next time, but for now, take care. And I'll see you next time.